Back to the Grand Slam channel. Have an early video for Sunday, December 10th. I got 5 good NFL props. I think 4 of these 5 will get bumped by the time Sunday comes around. So let's get started. And I have a couple quarterback props. First one that I like is CJ Stroud. And I like his passing yards at 217. In his past 4 games, he's been averaging a little bit over 300 yards. He has a favorable matchup against the Jets. Technically, the Texans are still in the playoff hunt. The Jets are pretty much eliminated. I think CJ Stroud's going to go off and have over 300 yards. So I'm going to be taking the over here. This is definitely going to get bumped to 230, 235 by the time Sunday comes around. So hopefully you guys get this in. Next one I like is Jordan Love. He's been cashing 226 and 220 in the past 6 games straight. He also has a favorable matchup against the Giants. I think Green Bay is going to blow him out at 226.5. I think that's a discount. I'm going to be taking the over. Next up I have is Jahmyr Gibbs. And for him, you can take his receiving yards, his rushing yards, even his rush attempts are all great. I'm going to be taking his rush and reception yards. He averages about 45 to 50 rushing yards and 50 receiving yards. So you can easily get this to 100. If you want to look at his past 5, obviously he's been cashing. He's been averaging 120. He's actually been cashing the past 7 games. So I'm going to be taking the over here. I think he's going to have a big game against the Bears. I think the last matchup was against the Bears. He had 95 in total. If you want to look at his rushing, it was 36. And that was just under his norm, 59. He averages way more than that. He averages over 100 combined. So at last game he had 95. I think he's going to go over 100 and be somewhere where his normal averages is at 110. So I'm going to be taking the over there. Obviously if his fantasy score is not up, but that will probably be my first option. But it is an early video. I do have it. I'm just trying to show you the value that there is right now before any bumps. Next up I have is Tyler Boyd. And I have his receiving yards at 31.5. This is going to get bumped close to 40. He's been averaging well over 30 on the past 6 matchups. Should be a good game against the Colts. Both are still in the playoff hunt. But I'm going to be taking Tyler Boyd to go over 50 yards in this one. He has been trending down a little bit, as you can see. But I think he's going to bounce back and just go back to his norm where it's 50, 60 yards. Receiving, and given the matchup, it should be a good matchup. I think Tyler Boyd is going to be heavily involved. And my last one is going to be Jordan Addison, another wide receiver for the Vikings at 34.5. He's been averaging about 50 to 60. So I'm going to be taking the over. Should be a good matchup against the Raiders. But at 34.5, I see this getting bumped to close to 40, if not more. So you can see his past 5, he's been averaging close to 60. Actually, his past 8 matchups, he's gone well over 40 receiving yards. So I'll be taking the over on Jordan Addison. Of these 5, I think 4 of these 5 will get bumped. I think CJ Stroud will get bumped. Jahmyr Gibbs, Tyler Boyd, and Jordan Addison, I think they're all going to be bumped. Jordan Love's been averaging between 225 and 230 on his passing yards. Hopefully you guys get these. These are great value right now. So mix and match, pick your favorite, make some early slips for NFL to avoid any bumps. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.